We're joined by Timbers head coach Phil Neville. We'll just open it up to questions. Who wants to start us off?
Obviously, Antony had 3 assists last game, became the 4th Timber ever to do that. The fans can, of course, see the box score and what their eyes tell them, but what is Antony doing so well behind the scenes and maybe something on the field on game day that goes unnoticed?
Yeah, I think we the players had a joke say that when you get named in the team of the week, you get left out, because that's what Pipe and Kevin have done the last couple of weeks. But I think in terms of Antony's his maturity, he's definitely become more consistent in his behaviours, consistent in his technique, and consistency in his performance. It's a knock-on effect from all those. He's more settled, I think, off the pitch. I definitely think he's matured in terms of his physical. He's matured as well. I don't think he can get much quicker, but he is getting quicker. And I think the confidence he's got, I think at the start of the season, knowing that probably Jonathan Rodriguez wasn't going to be playing, give him that, he just settled down. He wasn't fighting for a place. He knew he was going to get some run of games. And I think we're getting some outstanding performances from him. He's without doubt one of our most important players at this moment in time. He's crucial to how we want to play. And his 3 assists last week came when he was probably only 60-70% fit. He was a doubt for the game, but he came through the game, showed great durability, and we were super pleased with him.
When you guys began this streak of 4 out of 5 on the road, you had kind of talked about how it was an opportunity for like the guys to come together. You were going out to dinners and those sorts of things, and you guys are obviously unbeaten kind of on that stretch and here at the tail end of it. And I'm just curious, like, what have you seen from the group in terms of, you know, that unity and coming together, and how this kind of stretch of games has been able to help facilitate that?
Yeah, I think in the I think when you're a professional sportsman and you spend a lot of time in hotels and on the road and away from your families, I think the crucial thing is that you've got to like and enjoy being with your teammates. And I think this group enjoy being with each other. You saw this morning in the training, they like being around each other. They're all forming bonds and friendships. And when we go on the road, the away performances and the away games in this league are so difficult, but it feels like we actually raise our game a little bit more away from home than we do at home. We play with a little bit more freedom away from home than we do at home. So they're enjoying that challenge of playing away from home. I think teams, obviously, when we're on the road, play differently because they're the home team. They've got to come out, which means that we maybe get a little bit more space to counter-attack, which is one of our strengths. And I think this league is one of those where if you start winning games on the road, you get real momentum. Just like last season, we were losing games on the road, and that momentum takes you to more losses. So we want to keep this up. We've had a lot of away games in April, and we want to see out the month in good style against a really good team in San Jose. I think they're going to be a competitor for the playoffs. I think they've got an experienced manager, one of the best in the MLS. And he's built a really, really good roster with some dangerous players, and they can score goals just like we can.
Phil, 2 questions.
There's always 2 questions from you, isn't there?
You want only 2? 1 or 3? More. The first one is a little bit on that of maintaining the mood and a little bit of the insight on coaching decisions. Why it's important, a session like today, where it's more small games set up more to maintain the mood, keep the intensity high, but at the same time having fun. And why these kind of sessions are better when the team is having results and need to steady their path instead of when the team is not going on a good path.
Well, I think we've got a shorter week, Sunday to Saturday, 2 away games in a week. So freshness is more important than training. And I think the key, obviously, I've always found to coaching is that sometimes the hardest thing to do is the right thing to do, and I say that with respect, as if we were losing games, if we were 7 without a win, I'm not so sure that the challenge would have been we need to do tactics today, we need to work them harder today, when really sometimes less is more. Sometimes mental freshness is more important than training, and you weigh up the. I always think about in a session, you think about the percentages that you build a session with. You've got to have technical, you've got to have tactical, there's a mental aspect to it. And I always think there's a side of it that is purely for togetherness, whether that's a competitive togetherness, whether that's a competitive, and I think fun has to be a part of the training, and we've made it a part of what we do at this football club. Just been stung. So today was one of those days where we trained hard the last couple of days. We trained hard the last couple of days. I know. Yeah. It was a bee.
It wasn't me.
I literally just been stung. No, I'm good. Where we thought we trained well Tuesday, Wednesday. The players that hadn't played last Sunday trained really well, trained really hard, and that today we needed it to be a day where we needed some fun, some freshness, some competitive freshness, some competitive fun. And sometimes they need to not hear my voice. They need to hear the voice of the coaches. They need to be free. And what we'll see the benefit of that tomorrow, and we'll see hopefully the benefit of that on Saturday. And you think about the month of May, we've got a hell of a lot of games coming up. And at this point of the season, we'll lead into May. Today was less is more day.
Okay. To maintain the fun, this question is to maintain the fun. They have set up basically the party for you guys. They're doing the Colombian night. You guys have 4 Colombians plus Memo. And they only had Chicho. So, is the party for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I always think that this is a really nice stadium to go and play. The pitch is always fast here. It's a different type of surface. It's a fast pitch. They always water it. I think any team that I've coached against Bruce's team, I think we've always had incredible games. He goes for it. They play man for man. They go for it. They've got 2 strikers. I've worked with Joseph Martinez, Chicho Arango we know about. They're not going to sit back and show us the respect that other teams have shown us in the last couple of weeks. They're going to go for it, and they'll see this game as a game at home where they want to get back onto winning ways. And they played against Columbus last week, and I thought they were fantastic. Probably one of the best performances I've seen from a team against Columbus. They didn't back off. They go toe to toe, and we've worked all week in terms of the challenge that's in front of us. No game in this league's easy. We went to Galaxy last week, and I think out of this 7-game run that we've had, it was probably the game where I probably had maybe the most nervousness. They hadn't won a game. They were the LA Galaxy. We were away from home. They'd got their stars back. It was Sunday night. It was there was a theme to the night when we went there, and we dominated. And that was the challenge I asked them. We've got to come here and we've got to dominate. And we've got to go to San Jose again and show the same kind of courage and commitment to dominate.
Do we have any other questions? I just want to make sure everyone got one before double back. Jeremy, you're good? Yeah, good. Okay.
You didn't ask the question today.
Okay, we just have time for one
I
more.
talk too much.
Okay. Español, profesor.
No pasa nada.
Sí. Profe, este es el equipo que tú querías el año pasado. Dijiste que querías a los Timbers que tuvieran una identidad de cómo jugar. Ahora que llevan varios partidos, 7 parece invictos, ¿así es como querías el equipo?
Sí. Mi imagen, nuestra identidad. Jugamos en unos partidos esta temporada buenos, pero a mí no mira los resultados. Yo miro el rendimiento, los rendimientos, porque los rendimientos es más importante para mí que los resultados. Los resultados viene cuando los rendimientos son buenos. Y ahora jugamos con un estilo que yo quiero, jugamos con un espíritu yo quiero. Entonces estoy feliz, estamos felices con nuestro equipo. Todos los jugadores en la plantilla, el 11 y los suplentes también, jugamos muy juntos en el on y fuera del campo, y hablamos muchas veces sobre la identidad. Y para mí eso es mi imagen para mi equipo. Entonces estoy muy feliz.
Okay, we're going to wrap it there. Thanks for the time.